Actually, the S&L crisis wasn't a bailout at all. The savings and loan industry was federally insured. Just like any other bank, you put a deposit in it. The post-Depression era legislation and insurance set up. There's the FDIC and the SLIC and a couple of other entities. You put your money in that bank and the government says up to $100,000. Now it's actually $250,000 or $200,000. Up to that amount, we guarantee that if the bank goes belly up, we'll make good on your deposit. You don't have to worry about it. There shouldn't be runs on the bank. Your money is insured. And every dollar that goes into various bank accounts pays a fraction of a penny into an insurance fund, and that's what covers these bank failures. So the S&L crisis was really an insurance payout, not a true bailout. Yeah, we absolutely should. There's a concept known as clawbacks, where you go after the banks that have taken bailout money and have given out these enormous bonuses to people. You know, the whole idea of a bonus is you get paid over and above your salary when your performance is extraordinary. But that has to cover when you're making winning bets and winning trades, not just when you're making money this week that subsequently goes bad down the road. Part of the problem, one of the things that led to this collapse in the financial system has been this misalignment of compensation systems between employees engaged in very risky behavior and the shareholders in companies. They would get paid on bets they made in the first quarter, but these bets were a potential liability for the next, in some cases, 25 years. So if that's the situation, you don't know if you're going to lose a lot of money or make a lot of money. You shouldn't be paying these giant bonuses until it's clear that it truly is extraordinary performance. It's not quite fraud. It doesn't rise to that level of fraud, but it's certainly close in that people were paid performance bonuses for lack of performance, for what turned out to be terrible performance. That's why they were all front-loaded and paid early. This way, if it went bad later on, doesn't matter. People took their money and went away. That's one thing that could be done. You could claw back. The other thing is, given that all these companies have gotten bailout money and from the taxpayers, I think that the people who engaged in this risky behavior and lost billions and in some cases trillions of dollars, that should be part of the public record. We should know who the rogue traders were, who the bad players were, who the people who engaged in very, very risky behavior and was extremely well compensated for it, even before these trades went bad, before these positions went bad. That should be part of the public record. Other companies shouldn't be hiring these people, and the public should have the ability to go after these folks and sue them for the money that they were paid, which is now essentially having to be made good by taxpayers times thousands. So what they got was far in excess of how much they lost. I'm sorry, what they lost was far in excess of what they got, but we shouldn't create the moral hazard of letting these people keep what is essentially ill-gotten gains. And I think we should be suing them. The state attorney and the U.S. attorney should be going after them individually and retaking that cash. You shouldn't benefit from driving your company into the ground. That's especially true for the CEOs. You look at guys like Angelo Mozilla of Countrywide and Stanley O'Neill of Merrill Lynch. These guys took hundreds of millions of dollars in cash and stock options only to drive 50 and 100-year-old companies that have been around forever and have been profitable forever, into the grave. It's unconscionable that these guys are allowed to keep the money. It just doesn't make any sense.